I went to Gaza with a group of 13 people. We went to the Qattan Center, which is a children's center and a library, and were shown drawings that children made during art therapy classes. And our group talked about projects, and I said, we have to have an art exhibit. I suggested drawings about life before Operation Cast Lead, their hopes after Operation Cast Lead, and their experience during Operation Cast Lead. There were 6 children's centers that sent drawings. I received probably between 150 and 200 drawings, all done by children from age maybe 5 to 14.
What we see in this artwork is the children kind of expressing a variety of emotions, including happiness, love, family, and of course, trauma and anxiety. We see violence, we see aggression, we see family, we see nature, we see schooling, education. In the midst, sometimes, of chaos or bullets or rockets flying or tanks shooting, you'll see an olive tree that's bent over, and in some cases the trees are even crying.
My son would frequently see Israeli fighter jets in the sky, and initially when he was very young, he thought they were birds, and he would call them jaja, which means chicken in Arabic. As he got a little bit older, he understood that this was something very real, very terrifying, that they were there to cause him, to cause the ones that he knew that he loved harm. And for a long time he would close his ears like this so he wouldn't hear them. Anytime there was gunfire, for example.
One of the children's centers sent me pictures with their children drawn by candlelight because there had been power outages. They didn't have materials. They didn't have crayons. Maybe they had crayons, but they didn't have pencils or other things. And one of the centers used paper that they had used for something else.
When the children seemed to have more access to art supplies, also the art seemed a little bit richer in detail and complexity than when it appeared that they probably only had crayons, and they only had 4 or 5 different colors of crayons at that.
Skimming the pictures, what I took away was the fact that the children have this real sense of imprisonment, of suffocation, of fear. You see a lot of prisons, a lot of cages. You see obviously a lot of fighter jets, gunships, tanks, just a complete besiegement of their entire lives and livelihoods with no escape. But you know, at the same time, looking through the pictures, you also sense there is a horizon. You see birds, you see sun, you see clouds, you see ships in the sea. You know, Gaza borders the sea even though there's a naval blockade.
One of my favorite drawings is of a man who's leaning up against a tree and talking to a young boy. And so in that artwork, what we can see is the child who's drawing this, the emphasis of family and authority figures and the longevity of those connections against this tree, which seems to be an old tree, and how the family is connected to this tree. The father's leaning against the tree for support. And there's also in some drawings this plea for help, or this plea for understanding from other parts of the world.
Art provides hope and provides the sense of possibility and provides the sense of therapy of being able to cope through these kinds of very traumatic events that the children have to deal with on a daily basis.
We should be giving young people the tools that they need to be resilient, to be hopeful, to be strong, to overcome the challenges that are in front of them.
I heard from the United Palestinian Appeal that they were interested in supporting the exhibit. They were willing to take on all the drawings and catalog them and protect them and get them really ready for exhibiting. Everywhere we went in Gaza, almost every single person would say, first, thank you for coming. How did you come? Why did you come? We are so happy you're here. When you go home, please tell our story.